alright, mate, calm down. I'm gonna have this last one and I'll be out your hair. Jesus. Booting off because he called last orders about half an hour ago.
Beware the moon.
For my last order today, I'm gonna be having Badger Golden Champion. I've never had it before. It's brand new. Well, it's brand new to me. It's 4.5% ABV, so not too strong, but not too weak. It's a nice healthy little number, round number 4.5. It says crisp and refreshing, with hints of elderflower. Elderflower. I don't think, I can't off the top of my head, like, you know, picture that flavour. I can't like link it with anything I've eaten or drank before. In fact, isn't elderflower in them little mixes that you can have for like gin and tonic? I do know what that tastes like. That will be interesting actually. But yeah, I've had one of the Badger beers. Is this a beer? Oh, ale. Shows how much I know. By the way, if you're here thinking you're going to learn something about lager, all I can really give you is my opinion on what it tastes like. But I did have the orange label one the other day because I've been building me pub, the Slaughtered Lamb. If you know where the name the Slaughtered Lamb come from, leave it in the comments. But I've been building this and I've just been eager. You know, I've been drinking ales recently, and I'm enjoying them, and I've realised that there's a big vast world of beers and ales and, you know, lagers and different drinks, and I'm moving out of that indoctrination of drinking Carlsberg and Foster's and all the crap that I've never really enjoyed, but I've just drank for the sake of it because I used to turn my nose up at ales and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I'm not drinking that. But as I've got older, and I first tried like Hobgoblin and like had a little dabble with other things and realised actually there's flavours in this. This is enjoyable. It's got my interest to a point where I'm like, you know what? Let's dig deep. Let's see how far this rabbit hole goes. So I'm gonna record it and show you the journey anyway. So if you're interested in stuff like that, subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, let's open this up and see what it's saying. Let's pour her in. Okay. Woohoo! Giddy up there, boy. Okay, what? I just reviewed the Newcastle brown ale, and instantly it hit me with like a sweet flavour. This isn't as potent. I was sat the same distance away and I could smell it. I'm not really smelling anything from here, but to be fair, it's got a nice little white head. I'll say about 1 finger width white head. Interesting, Potter. Interesting. It's almost like, I don't want to use this word because it doesn't sound great when I'm going to say it, but I want to say perfume, but not like an overpowering perfume. Just like in the sense of it doesn't really smell like an ale. Like, for example, if you were to be blindfolded and people were just putting stuff under your nose, and it wasn't necessarily an ale or a beer or a liquid, and then someone put this under your nose, you wouldn't say, oh, that's an ale. You wouldn't necessarily be able to distinguish it as a liquid. But it's not overly pungent either, with like something that I can link it to, if that makes sense. But pretty good carbonation. I don't know. It's not running wild, but I kind of like that. But it's enough. Like if I was in a boozer, you know, when you're in a pub, and this day and age, there's a lot of that, like you order on the app, like what's it called? The little what's it called? Yeah, you scan it anyway, the barcode, and then you can order your drinks, and then you just bring it over. If that was put in front of me, I'd be like, yeah, that's lively. That's a lively pint, you know. That's what I'd be thinking. So that is a good start. Not overly potent. Bit perfumey. Elderflower. Let's give her a whirl. The head has sort of gone down pretty quick. You know what I mean? Like, how long have I been talking? Probably too long. This is gonna sound bizarre. It's not too far away from the Newcastle Brown and how that tastes. If anything, I'd say it was probably a bit more carbonated than the Nuke Brown. But for flavour, in fact, I hate to do this. I've still got some of that Nuke Brown right there. Let me just compare these quick. Oh no, I'm talking wet. They're nothing like each other. The Nuke Brown's way better. Way better. It doesn't really taste like anything. It doesn't really taste like anything. It's just like, nah. It's not great. It's not bad, but it doesn't stand out. It doesn't make me go more, I want more. You know what I mean? It's just, alright, I'll have one. Yeah, whatever. I feel like it's not that sweet, but it's not that bitter. You could probably drink quite a lot of them. Actually, have I split my lip? Because I just tasted iron, blood. Beware the moon. Nah, give me that. Well better. But quickly touching on this, I did a little research. Gold Champion is a celebrated ale from the renowned Badger Beers. Brewed by Hall and Woodhouse, a family-owned brewery founded in 1777 in Dorset, England. Originally crafted as a seasonal special, Gold Champion quickly became a fan favourite due to its smooth, floral character, which comes from the infusion of elderflower. The beer features a light golden colour and a delicate sweetness that balances perfectly with its hoppy bitterness, making it a refreshing choice for ale enthusiasts. To be fair, let's stick to the review. You've had your limelight. You've had your time. Let's stick to the review. I did say that just a minute ago. It's like bang in the middle of bitterness and sweetness. They're just counteracting each other. There's no I'm leaning to one side with it. It's just bang in the middle. So if they set out to do that, fair play, they achieved the goal. Over the years, it has earned a loyal following and several awards. Praise for its consistent quality and distinctive taste. What, iron and blood? God damn. Don't take my word for it. Through Hall and Woodhouse. The sale must be going to Migrainium. Though Hall and Woodhouse has evolved with modern brewing trends, Gold Champion remains a proud symbol of the brewery's commitment to traditional English ales, representing a perfect blend of heritage, craftsmanship, and innovation that continues to delight drinkers today. Gold Champion's distinctive elderflower aroma isn't just for flavour. It was one of the first widely available British ales to use elderflower, helping to spark a trend of floral-infused beers in the UK during the early 2000s. This is what I'm trying to say, guys. So I was born in 1991. Yeah, you could say the millennium I was drinking. That ain't no lie. Them little green French beers that you represent with Christmas, banging, I love them. But anyway, you're talking, that's when they're saying that these, elderflower and flavoursome, floral infused ales were coming around. So it's taken 20 odd years for them to really, well, at least get on my map. I don't know about yours. Like I say, it was Hobgoblin that caught my eye, just because of the can and the goblin and the name. I was like, that's cool. So yeah, let me know in the comments. When was your arm twisted towards all this stuff? This innovative twist not only set it apart on shelves, but also showcased Hall and Woodhouse's forward-thinking approach to traditional brewing, blending centuries-old methods with modern palates. I mean, that's a bit of a statement, really. Can I drink this and truly give it that status? I can taste the elderflower. When I just breathed in then, there's something that elderflower does. It's very dry. I don't know if you've had gin and elderflower mixer, but it's very dry. Me personally, I wouldn't get this again. I'm not gonna lie, but I think it's bitter. It's making me like, it's almost like a sour, a little bit. I'm not a fan of the elderflower, but like I say, I had the orange label badger, and that was very nice. It was very different. So for me, elderflower as just like an enhancer or a flavour, it's not for me. So me personally, I'll just give that, just like the bitterness and the sweetness, straight down the middle, 5 out of 10. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more, like, comment, have you tried this? Subscribe to the channel, and remember, beware the moon.
Beware the moon.